Hi there, Renee. I'm Patrick, and I'll be responding to you today. Now, I know you've been getting a lot of these lately, but I've got some of my own shit to add. I'm going to try not to be condescending here. By that, of course, I mean talking down to you. But some of that's bound to slip in here and there because that's just my style. So, you're against gay marriage. Well, whatever. It's well within your rights to hold whatever opinion a random 2,000-year-old book tells you you're supposed to hold. That's not the problem here. Problem is that because you hold these beliefs, you think that entitles you to deny a portion of humanity a right that others enjoy freely. In case you were wondering, that's the part that makes you a fucking bigot. It's not simply holding the belief. Instead, it's the desire to enact your belief as legislation. There's a very fine distinction there, but you also don't know the actual reason we fought the Civil War, so I wouldn't have expected you to see that distinction anyway. Well, crap. There I go with the condescension. I'm going to try to keep that at a minimum, because I don't want you to simply dismiss me because I'm being an asshole. I want you to actually listen to this somewhat. On point, though, the fact that you don't want gay people to get married is irrelevant, because neither you nor anyone else is justified to deny someone else their rights as a human being. You try to say that you're not denying them life, liberty, or the pursuit of happiness, but that's exactly what you're doing. While you may not be killing them, contrary to what you're instructed to do by the Bible, you are infringing on the other two. It is possible to take away someone's liberty without imprisoning them. For instance, you can refuse them the ability to do something that other people are allowed to do freely, which is what you're suggesting. Also, in and of itself, I'm pretty sure the purpose of getting married is the pursuit of happiness. I could be wrong on that one, but I don't think so. I don't get the slippery slope bullshit that you conservative Christians keep bringing up either. I mean, people will want to marry their car? I mean, are you really stupid enough to think that's a valid argument? That's the same kind of shit people were saying 40 years ago when they were trying to stop interracial couples from getting married. And guess what? It never happened. Also, I always hear y'all talk about the traditional marriage between a man and a woman. But that's not all that traditional. The one man, one woman definition of marriage is a fairly recent social construct. If you knew anything about history, you know that the most prevalent form of marriage throughout the centuries and millennia has been the one man and several woman marriage. If you actually gave a shit about tradition, you'd be supporting polygamy instead of trying to put it on that slope after gay marriage. You also mentioned Prop 8 as well. But it doesn't matter how many people happen to be anti-gay, because the laws in this country favor the individual, not the majority. The majority of people have stood in the way of every civil rights movement throughout history, but every single one has ended the exact same way. And there's no reason to believe that this one will end any differently. If you don't want to personally support gay marriage, or your church doesn't want to perform gay marriages because of what it says in a book of ancient Jewish, Greek, and Roman fairy tales, that's fine, because you don't have to. But as a government contract, the right to get married cannot be withheld on the basis of sexual orientation, even if you happen to find it really icky. Also, just a bit of an aside here at the end. You keep referring to gay as an alternative lifestyle. But this isn't something that people just choose to do in order to be different. It's who they are. Our heterosexual lifestyle is just as alternative to them. And I'm rather curious who the fuck you think you are to not only decide which one is right, but also which one should be illegal to partake in.